Hey guys, Boston Bruce back. Operation Big Red 1. Turn 4. We're in January of 1938. Here's the income chart after the attack on China, which went very well for the Japanese. We're at turn 4. Next turn, the Burma Road opens, and the Germans are going to get to buy what do you call it? Medium armored mechs and strat bombers and Siam lines on turn 6. All right, here's the tech, which we're not really a part of yet. Actually, if I remember, I'll do the French at the same time I do the British. We're going to do the same deal. Radar and advanced sub warfare. And I didn't bring any. Oh, there's some dice. Same ones that sucked last turn. Oh, they're good this turn, though. So 2 for 2. Well, frickin' time. So that is radar up to stage 2. And advanced sub warfare on the board. Hey, we're part of the tech program. I rolled those. I should have went for long range. All right, purchases. I'm going to do them all together here. Anzacs have 4. They're going to save it. They're at 5, so they'll have 9 for next turn. Far East Command has 5. They're going to start a fort. They're going to collect 7, so they'll have 7 for next turn. The UK has 14. They're going to buy 2 AAA for 8, an airborne and an infantry for 6. That's 14. And they're at 16 for next turn. Previewing the French, $9. They're going to spend $4 on 2 militia, $3 on an infantry, and $2 to lend lease the KMT militia upgrade, which they are not going to interdict, they said. So let's do the French, what do you call it, tech. Let's try for long range. Ooh, they got it. That was a 3 for 3 turn. Not that the French, if they ever get their tech, that means the Allies are winning. All right, so not a lot, no combats. So let's start down below. Not a hell of a lot happening. This motorized will move back to Sydney. And this will be our 3 strategic naval moves will all be right here. Take this Anzac transport. He's going to go 1 into 69, 2 into 14, 3 into I-13, 4 into I-12, 5 into I-11. Drop an Anzac infantry and an Anzac AAA into Calcutta. And go in port. So that takes care of everything over here. From South Africa, transport will leave port into I-1, picking up a infantry and a AAA from Cape Town. We'll go 1 into I-3, 2 into I-4, might as well just bypass the Germans, 3 into I-7, drop that AAA and that infantry off in Maharashtra, and go in port. Coastal sub will stay there. Them French submarines will stay there. British coastal sub will stay here. From southern India, British infantry will walk into Calcutta. And from Benares, a Far East Command infantry will walk into Calcutta. So while we're over here, let's grab a fort. This side of the map is done. So we'll do a recap. Sydney has a motorized North and South Island militias. Malaya, a militia. Ceylon, a militia. Maharashtra, a transport import with a infantry, which actually the infantry, oh, might as well put a boat in southern India. Yeah. Yeah, they can walk over next turn. Yeah, that's instead of having a rail one, the other one won't even be able to reach. So they're in southern India. Calcutta. I think it's time for a card. Which one do we want to use? Let's use a Canadian one here. Combo Canadian maple leaf flag and all right, so take this single infantry off. Gurkha, 6 infantry that were there. A militia, 2 Anzac infantry, Anzac AAA, Anzac artillery, British AAA, British infantry, Far East Command AAA. And the fort's under construction. I'll leave that on the map. All right, so Calcutta has a British infantry, a British AAA, 2 Anzac infantry, 1 Anzac AAA, 1 Anzac artillery, a Gurkha, a Far East Command militia, a Far East Command AAA, and 7 Far East Command infantry. Calcutta looking pretty good, and a fort under construction. All right. All right, from Gibraltar, I will be taking a AAA and an infantry, and this transport will come out of port. And if the, let's see, then we'll have the medium bomber come over, torpedo boat destroyer and destroyer from A-44 will come over. If the Italians want to attack with that sub. I didn't ask. I didn't think you'd want to. All right. Their next move, they move into this sea zone. And these 2 other ships are going right back where they were, as is the medium bomber, back to Gibraltar. Now, while they're in this sea zone, when they move in, the heavy cruiser and battleship from Lower Egypt in port move into, go 1 into M8, 2 into M4, then they'll go back in M8, go back in port. Also, the units over here will do the same deal, 1 into M8, 2 into M4, 3, 4, back in the southern half. Actually, let's see, we got heavy cruiser in port here. I'm actually going to bring the light cruiser that will stop on this side of the map and be in port after. Transport will come down, go in port, dropping off an infantry and a AAA in Lower Egypt. All that for that. All right. Same deal up here. All right, we're done over here. So let's do Africa recap. Wait till we place units. All right, in same deal. We're going to do the amoeba move. I have a transport left in Gibraltar. He's going to come up to A21 and go in port. And the one that's in A21 is going to take an infantry and a AAA down to Gibraltar. And then go in port. Same deal. I'll move all the ships into A28. All the ships from A35 into A28, and they'll all move back to where they were. I think that's the easy way to do that. We'll even bring a fighter for fun. And a seaplane. But basically nothing moves. So out of London comes an infantry and an artillery, infantry and a AAA, and they'll move into southern England. The ships are going to stay where they are. The French ships are going to stay where they are. I'm going to move some French units, but let's place the British units. In London goes the infantry and an airborne. I mean a AAA and an airborne and an infantry. In Northern England goes a AAA. Let's see, one. I'm just gonna check something here. That gives me 1, 2, 3, and I could have 4. I could bring that one there. That AAA is actually gonna go down in Cape Town. Okay, so Cape Town has a AAA. British Somaliland has an infantry. Aden has a militia. Lower Egypt has 2 infantry. This other infantry moves into Lower Egypt from Western Egypt. So that's 3 infantry, a militia, and a AAA in Lower Egypt. The bottom half has a battleship heavy cruiser destroyer import. Top half has a transport, Anzac light cruiser, battleship, heavy cruiser import. Malta is still a militia. We got 3 destroyers, a light carrier, and a fighter in Sea Zone M4. Gibraltar is a AAA, an infantry, a medium bomber, a mountain infantry, a transport import. A44 has a French torpedo boat destroyer, English torpedo boat destroyer, British destroyer, French destroyer, and a French plane on map. I'm going to do the French right now. Transport comes up here, drops the infantry off in southern France. A35 is light carrier with a tactical, a destroyer, submarine, and a light cruiser. A21 is a sub, a torpedo boat destroyer, 3 regular destroyers, light cruiser, French battleship destroyer, fighter on map. A27 is a battleship destroyer. Import in southern England, A21 is a battle cruiser battleship and a naval transport. Northern England is a militia. Southern England is an infantry, AAA, seaplane, air transport, and a fighter. The air transport's going to go to London. London is an air transport, a AAA, an infantry, an airborne, 2 militia, and 3 heavy cruisers in port. There's a coastal defense ship, an A23. All right, let's do the French. All right, there you got militia upgrade for the KMT, 2 militia and an infantry. All right, so coming out of southern France will be an infantry over to Aquitaine, a French Foreign Legion over to Aquitaine, a militia over to Aquitaine. Coming out of Alsace-Lorraine will be a militia into Picardy, and an infantry from Picardy will go into Normandy. 1 infantry from Alsace-Lorraine will move into Paris. I'm starting to do the Pete thing. So I got an infantry and 2 militia. 1 militia goes in Alsace-Lorraine, 1 militia goes in Normandy, and the infantry goes in Paris. And actually, 1 infantry will move out of Paris into Aquitaine. That's good for now. Okay, Alsace-Lorraine, infantry militia. Picardy, infantry militia. Take 1 out of Paris. Normandy, 2 infantry militia. Aquitaine, 2 infantry, 2 motorized, AAA militia, Foreign Legion. Southern France has an infantry. Paris, a mountain, 3 militia, a AAA, a regular artillery, and 5 regular infantry. And they'll collect 10, so they'll have 10 for next turn. Militia upgrade leaves Southern France, 1 at M1, 2 M3, 4 M6, 1 M1, 2 M2, 3 M4, 4 M8, 5 M9, then 1 M9, 2 M8, 3 I5, 4 I4, 5 I3, then it goes 1 I8, 2 I10, 3 I12, 4 P50, 5, we'll do it that way, into P41, drop it off in code Anna Tonkin, and they'll have a militia upgrade supply for next turn. So that should be everything. Not bad for the UK, 17 minutes. They're going to get worse and longer, but all right, that's it. So, income. Did the recap. I got Great Britain at 16. Far East Command at 7. And Zach saved money, so they're at 9. And the French are at 10. I think 1 more turn. I think we're going to be looking at a turn 6 attack. He's going to buy his tanks on turn 5. And the fight should be beginning on turn 6. Boston Bruce signing out.